Everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and today I wanted to show you some cards that I've been working on, and I'm excited to share them with you. Tonight, this is what we're going to be making, and this is a portrait style card, and this is using the new suite. It's called, let's see, Pearly. I'm sorry. Let me look at it and see if I can find it. Painterly Pears is what it's called. It's a Painterly Pears suite. And so I've had a really good time working with this, and I hope you like the cards. But this is a portrait card here, and this is the inside. Just says thank you, friend. I left the inside blank until I figure out what I want to say, and I may not put a sentiment in it. I may just write something on there. And then this is a little note card that I did. I think it's so cute. And then I wanted to do a gift card. And so it says, congratulations. And this is a fun fold. When you open it up, did you see how this came up? And then you can put a gift card in there or money. So you just close it down. And then it comes up. So I think this is real cute, and it's very simple to make. It's not hard at all. And so I've already cut all the pieces up for our cards tonight. And so I just want to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to put this over here to the side and get out all of our pieces. And if you place an order with me, I will be sending these out it's an order of $50 before tax and shipping. I will be sending these make and takes out to you for placing an order. And I know there's probably something out there that you need in the online store. If you're like me, you're always needing something. All right, and so here I'm just going to put, I just went ahead, this is your standard 8.5 by 4 1/4 is what I did this time. And it's 4 1/4 this way, and 8.5, and then scored it at 5.5. So that's what gives you your portrait. And this paper is so pretty, and as I go through it, I'm going to show you some of the paper, and then I'm going to show you the stamp set and the dies and everything. But I bought the suite, and it comes with the ribbon, it comes with your embellishments, it comes with everything, a stamp set, the die cuts, and the paper. And then here we're just going to cover this up. Just covers the front of the card. And I love this paper. I love the colors in it. The colors are not necessarily this that I'm working on here. There's not much to it, but I mean, it is pretty. It's a pretty little design and everything. And as you can see, the lines aren't straight. They're kind of curvy, which I think, gives it a cute little thing. All right, so let's see. From here, I want to go ahead and let's decorate the inside. I usually do the outside, but let's go ahead and do the inside. And let's hope that I put all of our pieces in here. It looks like I am missing one piece. Of course, it always works like that. Anyway, oh no, here it is. Look, I found it. Okay, so let's get this over here. And all I did was I just took one of the stamps that we have, and it's just the flowers that's in here. It comes in the stamp set. And here's the stamp set right here. It's called Perfectly Pears. Now, if you didn't want to get the suite, you could do the bundle. And when you do a bundle, it saves you 10%. This is a new suite and will be out starting in July for customers. Now, if you're a demonstrator or you want to sign up, then you could go ahead and purchase this. That's one of the benefits that I love about being a demonstrator, is that I get the things first, and get to play with them, and we get to see sneak peeks of everything, and I don't know, it's just really good. So plus you save money. And but anyway, this is it, and this is the stamp set that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using these in here. I've used I've used all of these greetings here, except I didn't use a good friend as a gift. but I used the other ones on our cards. So anyway, so here is the stamp and die set. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to use Petal Pink because that is one of the colors that is in the stamp set. And before I get started on that, I will show you the paper. Look at the paper. Of course, this has been, I've cut on it all day, but this is how you can, you get your pears. And what you'll see me working on tonight is from this sheet here. And I just used the die cut to cut out the pears with and the flowers here. And then this is the back side of it. And then we've got this paper here. And then the back side of it is this. And I think that'll be pretty to play with. Okay, and then we've got this. I love this. I love that pattern. I love all the colors in it. I just love this. I love the petal pink, and it's just so pretty. And then here's the back side of it. It's like Darling Duckling is what that is. And then here's some more pears, another sheet of paper to cut your pears out. Or if you didn't want to do that, then you could use the other side. Totally up to you. And then here's a sheet of paper here that we could cut up and make several different cards with it. And then there's the back side of it. And the same for this. Oh, and then here's this sheet here. I haven't even seen this one. I must have skipped over it, but that's pretty. Like all the colors in it too. And then here's the back side of it. And that's it. And the colors in this set are Basic Beige, Darling Duckling, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. It looks like my camera got adjusted. I must have hit it. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. We've got the stamp set. We've got our ink pad out, and we're just gonna start putting us some little flowers everywhere. Not anything special that we have to do. And I think that's about all I did on that one. And so then, let's see, I need to get out, I got these little dots here, and I just kind of spread them around everywhere. They're kind of spread out and give a pretty big little dotted area. I don't know, maybe they're supposed to be part of some flowers or some, or not flowers, but maybe they're supposed to be a part of something else. I don't know. Anyway, I'm using them for dots today. So, all right, we've got that fixed, and I think that looks fine. And then we're just going to take this little piece right here. Now, on my other card, I did a really smaller piece. And I thought, well, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. It may be too big. I don't know. We're just going to try it out and see. So I think I will just put it right over in here. Maybe right down here. And then I'll just cut that off there. And that would be pretty. This would be pretty too to use on that side. I've been creating with this stamp set today, and it's been fun. I've enjoyed creating these cards to show you, and it's just been a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed it. Some days when you're crafting, I don't know if you're like me or not, but some days it's like it's hard for me to come up with things, you know. And so today was one of those days where it was a lot easier. So that was a good thing. That was a blessing. So let's go ahead and put this down inside our card. Just going to put a little glue on here, and you can use any adhesive that you like. Make sure that we're putting it on the right place. I have put it on backwards before. Okay, so now we've got that done. So there's our inside of it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to the front now. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I started putting these flowers down, and I've got 3 here. And there's one that's going to go over here, one that goes here, and then one that goes right in here. And there's a couple of them that we will be cutting from here. So I'm just going to go ahead, stick them down, and then we'll just cut them. Okay. There's that one. And then we'll just do this one here. And then this one's going to kind of go up here. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a tad before I start trying to cut on it. And I'll go ahead and put this little piece down here. And I think I will cut it. And the reason being is because when I get ready to put this tag on here, I'm not going to have a whole lot of room to put it underneath there, because I will be adding dimensionals and stuff. And, you know, there's no sense in it being stuck under there very far. So I think that should be fine there. And then I'm just going to use our glue. Just put a little bit on there. And then we're just going to kind of run it here over to the side and kind of over our flower. And then I've got a little paper towel here. I'm just going to kind of blot it where I've got the glue. Okay. And then let's see. Oh, I tell you what I do need to do. I need to get a stamp back out again. And I need to, let me clean off this stamp. I need to get this one out with the little dots. And we need to stamp up our little flag here. And I'm just using the petal pink, and I'm just going to go around through here. And you can kind of turn it. And you don't have to really do this up in here that much, because a lot of it's not going to be seen. But I just go around through here, just dotting it up. Okay. And I think that looks good enough. Let me put one more up here in the corner. I think that's good enough. So let's close up the stamp pad. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and then cut these off here. Got my scissors here. I'm going to open this and cut it like from the inside. Okay. And then we're just going to go to the other side and cut it. All right. So from here, I'm going to put this on dimensionals. Let me get my dimensionals out. This is a cute little card. And I just cased it out of the catalog. How many times do you look in, or it's not the catalog, it's the online stores where it's actually it's not in the catalog. But how many times do you look in the catalog, or maybe look online and see kind of what they show you of how their ideals of putting our cards together. I think they have some really good ideals, and so why not use some of theirs, you know? So from here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to put it right over in here. I'm just kind of dotting it around. I'm trying to wipe it off a little bit. Then I'm just wanting this to kind of hang off the edge over here. Okay. And then from here we're going to get our ribbon, and this is the ribbon that comes with it. Isn't that beautiful? And then on the other side it's more gold. This is going to be really good for Christmas. Of course, I know they'll have tons of really pretty ribbon for us at Christmas too, so we won't have to worry about that. But I still think, you know, this would be very pretty. So all I'm doing is just creating a loose bow, kind of just making it kind of big, because I want it to just kind of hang over like this. I'm going to put that little banner up on it. Alright, and then I'm just going to cut this, and all my other stuff sticking to the scissors. Alright, and so from here I just want it to look like this, and then I'm going to cut this down some. Okay, got sticky fingers here. And from here, I'm going to use our glue dots. And let's see. Just stick one in the middle, and then I kind of put a couple on the sides of it, just so they kind of stick. All right. And then I just kind of put it down like this. And then from here, I took my pears, and then I put the little stems on them. And all of these, it's really good because, I'm sorry, this phone keeps kind of falling over. I've got to get me a better setup here. I've got to get me a better stand. All right, so these you just cut out the little stems, and I'm just going to put just a tad bit of glue here. Okay. And then we're just going to set this right up here on top of the pear. And then we're going to do the other one the same way. And then we're just going to get our Stampin' Dimensionals. And I think I just put one up at the top, right there. And then I put a couple down here on the side. And then I got the mini dimensionals and put them on the leaves. So we can go ahead and take these off. And the reason I did it like this is because my hope is that my ribbon's going to fall through there. I may have to adjust these some, but and if we do, it's no big deal. Okay. So I'm just putting it over like this. And then this next one will go up here, or like right around in here. And it looks like I could have made our ribbon a little bit bigger over in here. So that'll work. And then Put that one up there. Put that one a little bit lower, I think. Okay, and then let me get the small, our mini dimensionals. These things are so little. Okay. Now let's see. Should be able to just place this one over here. And then we've got our little thank you. And we're going to put it right in here. And I'm just going to glue this on here. And this, I used the Versamark and used my white powder and just heat embossed that, which I think looks really good with this. This kind of takes a little bit to set up, I guess, because it's got the little the dimensionals underneath, so it's kind of like popping it up a little bit, I think. All right, so let's put some glue on this one, and then this die cut comes from the set, and it just cuts these out perfectly. And on this one, I'm just going to line it up right underneath here. Make sure it's all even. Looks like I got a little too much glue on there, so I'm going to wipe it off. Now, see if I can straighten it back up. All right, and get that off, and it looks like I got a little bit of glue over here. Okay, and now it looks like all we have to do is add our embellishment, and we'll be done with this card. All right, so I'm going to put one of the small ones down here at the bottom. My hands are sticking to everything. All right, we're going to put it right in here. And then we're going to take another one. We're going to put it up in here. One right here. And then I've got one big one here. And it's going to go right in there. Okay, so our first card is finished. Isn't that pretty? And that just, it didn't take no time to do it. So there they are. I love them. I hope you do too. I hope you like it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And the next one is fun. It's a fun fold, so it's a lot of fun to create. Let me move out all of my stuff out of the way. Try to clean up my mess here as I go. Okay, so let's get all of our stuff out of here. And if you do purchase with me, it will come all sealed up nicely for you. And you'll have all of these little pieces that I have here. And of course, you'll be able to refer back to the video as much as you need to make sure you know about how to put it together. And if you don't want to do that, then you can put it together like you'd like. It's totally up to you. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're just going to crease this. I've already scored it for you. So we're going to do that. And then on this one, we're going to flip it up. And this is the one that comes up with the card. So on this one, I hope I brought it in here, and I don't think I did. I may have to run grab. Let me run grab it. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to get this one. I wanted to use this stamp. It's from another set. I'll have all of that labeled, what I use, because I was trying to think. It's from the, can't remember which one it's from. I think it's one of the recent ones I've just had and been playing with. Okay, it says time to celebrate. And so I'm going to use Old Olive. Then I'm going to get my foam pad out and put it on here. And just make sure when you stamp it that you stamp, okay, because this part right here is going to fold into your card. That will fold into it. This will come up. So make sure when you stamp your sentiment in here, because I can't send the sentiments. That's a Stampin' Up rule. So you'll have to do your, put your own sentiments in there, but the rest of it I can send. I can cut out the die cuts and the pears and stuff like that, but I just can't stamp for you. Just make sure that when you do that, you put it up on the right place, and then also on this, make sure you put it up high, because if you put it on down, then it won't get seen when your card comes up. Does that make sense? Let me get this one that I finished. Okay, so when you open it, see, here is where it shows. So if you put it way down, if I put it down in here, see, it wouldn't lift high enough. So, okay, and then on this card, we are going to need, I'm going to put that aside and let it dry for a little bit. And then we're just going to go ahead and get the card base out. And then on this, just going to give this a good crease. I'm going to move that out of the way. Okay. And then here, we're going to give it a good crease. And you're going to have a shorter side here, and then the top piece is going to be longer. So we're just going to, we're going to use the flowery side with the pears on the top. And then the other piece we'll use at the bottom. And we just want it to all match up. Or I did. That's what I had in mind when I started creating this, because I wanted to create a set. Okay, so we're going to flip this one over. And y'all, I've had a website up for a little while, but I just had it reworked and it looks so pretty. And so I am doing some updates, getting some things updated on there with some of my cards and stuff, so that were already posted. So I'm just super excited about that, and I hope you'll go check it out. It's at craftystamper.com. And you can see my projects that I create. You can catch my videos over there. You can do everything. If you want to send me a message, or if you want to subscribe, because I am going to start having newsletters. And so I would love for you to subscribe, and then I can start sending you some newsletters when I get ready to show projects like this, or if I have some other projects that I want to show you, and have the dimensions and stuff, then you'll get notified and you'd be the first to know. So I'm going to take, and this was just tear and tape that I'm using on here. And so we're just going to press it down here and then just pull off this little top part, and then it leaves your sticky on here. And then from here, we're just going to line this up, and we're going to check from side to side to make sure that it all looks good here and everything's even. And then we're going to push this up to the crease here, and then make sure that it's even down here at the bottom. So I'm going to hold this up for a minute because it's kind of hard to see like that. And then from here, I need to scoot it over, I think, just a tad. Okay, so from here, we're going to press down, and then it's sticking on there. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to put our tearing tape on each side here, and then close it up. And you don't have to put it on the inside. You can if you want to, but it does hold. So, but you know, if you wanted to put it on there, then feel free. We're just going to put that down here. Then run another piece over here. Okay. Then we're just going to pull this off. Well, sounds easier than I said, huh? Or it sounds easier than it is. Okay. And now we're just going to push those up and close it up. Okay. So now that's done. Isn't that cute? I think that is just so cute. Okay, and from here, we're going to take, let's see. We're going to take our, this little thing here, and this does come with the set, and I just used white cardstock, and put the die on there and cut it out. And get off some of the glue. I think I got a little too much in one little area. All right, and I'm just going to stick this over here, just kind of put it toward the middle. And then I should have a flower here. And I'm just going to put some glue on it and put it down. Okay. And then we're going to put some glue on here. And then we're going to put this on our pear. These pears just come together. It's just so easy, and they're so cute. All right, so I've got that, and then I want to put that on dimensionals. I've got dimensionals everywhere. All over my fingers, y'all. That one is having a hard time. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it over there. Oh my Lord. Okay, so we've got that, and then I'm gonna use the little small ones up there at the top. That one come off. Okay, here they are. Well, it still wants to stick to me. Okay. Not sure what's going on with it. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. All right, we've got that done. Then we're just going to take the little tops off of our dimensionals. I think this one must have, I'm not sure what happened to this one. It's got the layer on top of it, but it don't want to come off. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, well, let's just put one, let's take this one back off. And let's get us another one. Maybe it'll act right. Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't need them that low. Because remember this, don't do like I did. You don't want to put it so low that the pear will hang off and then catch on here, because then your card wouldn't open. All right, so let's just put it right up here. Let's make sure, yep, all of that's good. Okay. And then we're going to put our congratulations on. We're going to do it with the with glue. And then I will probably have to put a small dimensional on the end so it can catch right in there. Okay. Then we're just going to put it right in here. I need to make sure that that's straight on there. All right, that looks good to me. And then, oh, and I got something, I got a 10-second bow maker, y'all. So we're going to get it out and play with it. And I'm going to show you how it works. Watch me mess up since I said that. But it's been so fun to play with, and it makes beautiful bows. So we just flip it all around here, and I'm doing a double bow. And then just gonna cut it and cut it over here. And we may have to cut it a little bit more, but we'll see. Okay, move that out of the way. Oops. And then we're just gonna put it right down here. So I do need to, looks like I put my my congratulations down a little bit further than I did on my first card. So, and I think it's probably, nope, I was able to move it. Wow. Okay. Let's see, I'm looking for my glue dots. Okay, so let's just put us a glue dot on here. And I am gonna have to cut these a lot smaller. Right there. Uh-oh. And there. I'm so sorry, y'all, for this camera. I will definitely work on it before the next time I record. All right, let's give our little bows a little poof here. I think this one in the back might have got glued down. Okay. So now we've got our little bow on there. Isn't that cute? Then you get perfect bows every time. Okay, so from here, we're going to put a dimensional up here. Just kind of stuck it right in here. I have got to get my nails done. They are too long and they're in my way. I can't do the things I need to do. when they get long like this. All right, so let's move this over. And then on our last one, I put it right over here by the flower. Okay. All right, so here is our finished card. Isn't that pretty? And then we've got our time to celebrate. Let's get our money and put in there, because we all like some money. I tell you what I didn't do. I didn't cut out, I had some flowers. I did cut them out. Let me see if they're down in here. Maybe I stuck them in the wrong envelope. Because I'm pretty, yeah, here they are. I knew I had cut some flowers in it. I think I cut 3 out. But I put them in the wrong envelope, I think. Well, those require them too. So let's see. Oh, I did a different one. That's what I did. Okay, well, I tell you what, we're just going to put a couple over here because I won't have to use all of them. So let's just pick these up. Just put a little glue on them. I'll put this one right in here. And I'll put one a little bit closer and be done with it. Because we really have to be careful just and make sure it sticks down really good. Because if not, then it will get caught. See how it's getting caught there? So just make sure that it gets glued down really good, real flat. And then we can kind of pull this out a little bit. Okay. And if it gives us too many problems, we don't have to do that. I just wanted to add a little something to it. So, all right. So there is our second card. And now our next one is our little note card that we have. And so let's get out our little pieces for it. Okay. We're just going to take our little card. We're going to fold it over. Give it a good burnish. Okay. And then we're going to put this piece down here. Just make sure it's all even all the way around. And then I took a piece of ribbon and I wrapped it around this piece right here. I forgot to bring my tape in here, but we'll just use a glue dot for it. I usually just tape it to the back. Let's see, we're gonna put this down in here. Okay. So we'll just wrap it around there. And then we'll just cut off this little piece right here. And then we're just going to put another glue dot on it. And we'll just make sure it's straight. So that looks good there. Okay, and I just glued this down. Didn't use Stampin' Dimensionals. Just going to put some glue on it real good. Then we're just going to center it around. All the way around the sides. Okay, then I'm going to take this little piece here and I'm going to put some glue on it. Just like we've been doing, just little dabs here and there. If you get too much, just wipe it off with a cloth. That's what I've been doing. Got me a little paper towel over here. Okay. So we've got that there. And then on here, we're just going to put this up on some dimensionals. These little pears here are so cute. And they come just like this on the paper, and you just put the die cut around them, and then it just cuts it out perfectly. Okay, so here we're just gonna, I'm gonna move it up just a tad. Right in there, okay? And then we're gonna get our, little flowers here. Just put a little glue on there. And we're gonna stick them down. And I stuck one over in here. Oops. And then let's get another one. Put some more glue on here. And put it right over here. And then we got one more here. And we're just going to put the glue on here. And we're going to put it down here in the corner. Okay. And then, since my fingers are so sticky, I'm going to get our paper towel and just kind of wipe up the excess glue that I have that kind of come through. Okay. Then we're going to take our embellishments and we're going to put them on top of our little flowers. Okay. Got that one on there. Then let's see if I can get this one up. Okay. And then let's take this one off. And we'll put it right here. Alright, so we've got that much done. And now we're going to put our hello on, and we're going to use some mini dimensionals for it. Just going to put one there. And then one right over here. And make sure that you put it right side up. Okay, let's look at that and make sure it's straight. All right, that looks good. And then we're gonna make another bow. All right, so let's do this. So what we're doing is I come around, let me get over here, come around here, and I come around again, and then I cross these two, and then I'll loop it back under, and then come across, and this is for a double bow, and then I come across here. All right, and then you just go back under and then pull it through and tie the knot. And this one needs to be cut short too. All right. And then there's our pretty little bow. Isn't that pretty? Look at it. And they just turn out perfect every time. So I just love it. Makes it so much easier than trying to do it yourself. All right, so let's get some glue dots. Let's put a glue dot on here. I'm going to put one there, and then I'm going to put one over here, and then I kind of put one over on this side too, just to secure it really good. And let's see, I'm going to pull these down, Let me put that right on there like that. And there we have it. It's done. All right, so let's take all of this and move it to the side. And bring our cards back in. So we've got those two there. I'm going to straighten this camera back up. And then we've got this one here. And then these here. So, do you have a favorite? If you do, leave a comment. Let me know which one is your favorite. I've had a really good time working on these today, and I couldn't wait to show you. So leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you'll check my Crafty Stamper out and go online. And remember, if you decide to shop with me, you'll get these 3 already cut up just like you saw today when I pulled them out of the envelopes. The only thing I can't do is I can't stamp for you. I can't put your sentiments on there, but the rest of the stuff I can do. So anyway, if you would like to purchase with me, I'd be happy to send these to you. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.